It's man versus nature. It has come to this. We must depend on one or the other. There's no halfway house anymore. And the main thing that's driving this now is the topic of vaccinations. Because that's our health. Of course, another big factor of man versus nature is what we do with our machines and our factories, and things are harming the planet and the sheer number of us. Everything's coming to a head. But when we start to say that we must depend upon chemicals being made by man, injected into all of our blood systems, and this is partly the point of why it has come to a head now, is because they will want it to be for all. They will want everyone to take that vaccination. Nature already has a way of doing this. And by vaccinating, we're trying to prevent nature's way. The viruses that have come round over the last several thousand years, since we began farming and keeping animals and becoming more and more populated, the viruses have been keeping us in check. They've been ensuring that only the strong survive to pass their genes down to the next generation. But man wants to eradicate these, what they call disease. He wants to take over from nature. And it won't ever succeed, that's my opinion. But my opinion isn't shared by most, and not by the powers that be. So that's why I think it is time to talk about segregating the population. I'd love to debate it and make the argument for nature and win that argument, and for people to come on side. But I'm just being realistic, because I'm seeing how the agenda for this has been in the planet planning for years and years. They're not going to allow a debate on it. They've decided this is what they're doing. And I think it highly likely that the reason they're doing this is because within their agenda is their secret, dark intentions to severely reduce the population on the planet and have a plan to maintain that population. whether it's 500 million or millions. The Georgia Guidestones say it's 500 million. So I don't expect there to be a debate and for people to be able to consider the pros and cons and take a vote. I don't think that's going to happen. So I think it's going to be a struggle. A struggle to choose nature over man. I trust in nature, and I'm not afraid to die, because I know enough to know that that's not the end, and I'll be back again, and whatever happens is God's plan. So I'm quite prepared to do what it takes in the way I live my life, and what I say, and what I think. My choice. And we must all make that choice for ourselves. But educate yourself. You always wondered what wasps do? Well, they have a very important role in nature. They actually control viruses on the trees and things like that. A fig tree couldn't survive without its parasitic wasps. It would be destroyed by ants and things. But viruses too, wasps have some sort of role in regulating viruses. You watch wasps, they always go and sniff at the leaves, and you think, well, they're obviously not looking for food there, because there's clearly no food there. You watch a wasp, apart from when he's on your jam. And there are quite a lot of different wasps. The smaller wasps, they're more involved in this, I think. Anyway, mosquitoes are for the animals. When that mosquito comes across and he's taking a little drink of blood and leaving whatever he had in him when he came, or her, yes, we know they can transmit disease. But can they also transmit antibodies? Why not? That's what they're doing. They're transmitting things. We did all right to get as far as we have done without medicine technology. We did pretty all right. Remember that. Nature's way. Be on the winning side.